Yeah, let's start with what Terrence was just showing in the headline. I thought it was remarkable that Speaker McCarthy, you don't see a lot of Republicans out there fighting quite as hard. There are some, but I think there's frustration in our audience that more Republicans are not saying what Speaker McCarthy just did. Have you, in the fake news, ever gone to Joe Biden and said, why did you have that stuff over by the Corvette? Why did you have stuff when you were a senator, when you didn't have the power to declassify? This is decades ago, and now you fast forward, and there are audio tapes of Joe Biden allegedly taking bribes as vice president. He was asked about it yesterday, barely got an answer. There's no heat on him. And yet Donald Trump's in a courthouse indicted a second time in just a few weeks. Your thoughts?
The hypocrisy from the mainstream media, which I call the propagandist stenographers for the Democrat Party, because they are no longer journalists. Journalism is dead in America. But their hypocrisy is really astounding when it comes to this. The Presidential Records Act does not protect vice presidents. That's what Joe Biden was when he took boxes and boxes of documents, but they don't care about that. They're turning a blind eye. They also are turning a blind eye to the 2020 federal court ruling where a judge said that it was okay for Bill Clinton to have classified tapes in his sock drawer. Sockgate, that's what President Trump called it last night in his speech at Bedminster, and he's 100% right to call it out because the mainstream media, this is their job. They should be looking at these facts and asking the hard questions, but they don't care about the hard questions. What they care about is pushing the left's agenda for them, protecting our senile dictator-in-chief Joe Biden, and putting Donald Trump behind bars. We cannot listen to a word these people say because let's not forget the hacks over at CNN and every liberal media outlet in this country are the same ones that told us that Trump colluded with the Russians. Now, 7 years later, he's finally been officially vindicated of that through the Durham report. This case is no different. Donald Trump is innocent. He will be vindicated. And shame on all of the stenographers in the mainstream press for failing to look at this case for what it is, a political weaponization of our justice system. It is so infuriating. 291 minutes from the leading major cable networks in this country on the Trump indictment, 0 seconds on Joe Biden's corrupt bribery scheme.